Okay, continuing on that, I had a dream and I made a promise in that dream to Lori Piastua. It's 2041. Um, and here's that card. It's at 2100 West 3rd Street, Suite 111, Los Angeles, California, 90057 213 483 9930, House Clinic. And the card states this. I'm not going to read it. It says to give proceeds to PFC retired Jessica Lynch. And it's written on the back of the theory regarding TBIs and the shattered middle ear bones from an IED concussion or blast concussion to soldiers. Um, I don't even know if it's feasible or not. If it is feasible, that's why I submitted a handwritten with about 3 or 4 pages to the House Clinic. If it is feasible, then I was going to give it to the U.S. Army in the forward units or the medical and try and have them find a way to get the equipment on the front lines in case of a blast, and that could reduce the severity of casualties possibly and eventual long-term care of a soldier who's involved in a catastrophic explosion. Um, because the ear bones are made of, of the malleus of the cochlea of the eardrum, and there's portions. There's a middle ear, an outer ear. As you can see, my radar ears usually I tuck in my hat, but I broke my eardrum when I was a kid. I stepped into a wall. I had a big long Q-tip in my ear, and I went boom. It bled for almost a year and a half. I'd wake up on my bed with crusted blood, and I went to an ENT, Dr. Cantor, in Utica, New York, and I don't know. I'm still here, luckily, but the funny thing is, without no gag reflex, my left side. Let me show you this. It's weird. Okay, standard size toothbrush. That far down. Got a little bit on my right side, but it was past where it curves down my thing, but I can do this too. And I've always been able to do that. Ever since I had my tonsils out, my adenoids out, 1980. I was 5 years old. So, all right. So look at the videos and see what you think. There's gonna be about 4 or 5, and plus these two are basically a synopsis. Very long-winded. I'm not high. I'm not gay. I've been called a druggie by my family and do not believe Don Dziezynski or Joe Dziezynski, and they're the reason I moved out of Arizona. I was allowed to die when I overdosed at the Arizona Department of Corrections, and they put a tube down my throat, a ventilator, and they disconnected me, had me set, I think, for surgery to donate my organs. And Ray Grabowski's wife, who's a major there, is in charge of Banner, or not in charge of Banner, but she's a bigwig. I want to know why I was allowed to sit there for minutes with a tube down my throat, and as I breathed in, I made the sound of a duck. I had to breathe around the tube to let the air out because it was a one-way valve. It sounded like a as I breathed in only. It was one-way tube. Wouldn't let me breathe out through the same tube. So think about that before anyone's taken off life support. Okay? I couldn't move any limbs or anything like that because I was on paralytic probably. But if someone calls me a liar, oh well. I've got a whole bunch of medical records to back it up at Social Security. So I've applied for Social Security and I can't get any anxiety medication to save my life. I can't get any ADD medication to save my life. I'm labeled somehow, and all my mental, my instabilities or my labels are not treated at all, and it's sad. It really is that us people who are or have been homeless are labeled, and we can't get proper medical care. So please review this, especially the last video. The last video explains a lot, but in the middle is a lot of fluff, and you can fast forward and stuff. But all of it's fact and all of it's true. Okay, and thank you for watching. And it is now 2049 hours on March 16th, Monday, 2020. Enjoy.